Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Well, happy Valentine's Day. We are loving the sunshine out there, but as we look north, we are tracking snow.
Plus a shot at freedom. A key meeting today for Rick Wojtwerski, a former police informant who has now spent 29 years in jail for a nonviolent crime. Plus, we are following breaking news out of Roseville this afternoon, where a manhunt is underway at this hour. You're looking at brand new video from the scene. And right now, police are searching for a man who ran off from an accident in Roseville. We're told that situation actually started in Warren. Local 4's Jason Colthorpe is joining us live now from the scene, putting the pieces together. And Jason, what do we know at this hour?
Well, it started as a police chase, Evrod. We know that. It began in Warren, and as you looked at those live pictures, that chase, or that search for the man who was involved in the chase is underway. Behind me here, you can see traffic is moving again at 11 and Gratiot. The accident happened right in front of that McDonald's there, and earlier, as you look at the cars that were involved, the suspect was in a gray Ford Fusion. We don't know why he was on the run from police, but he crashed into that white Chrysler 300. We don't know the condition of the man driving that, but he was up and walking around. We caught up. Now this, of course, has started in Warren. It ended up in Roseville. We caught up with Chief James Berlin of the Roseville Police Department moments ago.
The Warren Police Department got involved in a pursuit that culminated here at 11 Mile and Gratiot, and the person they were pursuing bailed out on foot. He is currently out and about somewhere in the local neighborhood. We have officers searching for him at this time, and any further comment would have to come from the Warren Police Department.
Regarding the search, is it a joint effort?
Yes, it is a joint effort. Our officers are out on foot with Warrens, and hopefully we'll find him very, very soon.
And that search right now is in the neighborhoods east of Gratiot right now. As you look at what we're seeing, which is from Sky 4 from above, police searching this area, looking for what they're describing to us as a black man who has short dreadlocks and a tan coat, not much more than that to go on. We can also tell you Huron Park Elementary is on lockdown at this hour. It's in the area. That doesn't mean that the suspect is near the school or in the school. That's standard operating procedure when it comes to a situation like this. But we will be following this situation as they search for this man who was involved in this police chase and is now on the run. Reporting in Roseville, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Alrighty, Jason, thank you. Well, after spending the last 29 years in prison, Rick Wojtwerski, also known as White Boy Rick, faces one of the biggest interviews of his life. Wojtwerski is going to meet face-to-face with the head of the parole board in an opportunity to win a chance at freedom. Local 4 defender Kevin Dietz is live in Manistee with a look at how this all unfolded. And Kevin, I know that you've spoken to him a number of times. Did it seem to go well for him today?
Yeah, we're at Oaks Correctional Facility where that big interview went down this morning at about 8:30 this morning. And by all indications from his attorney are that it went very well. Wojtwerski was grilled for about 45 minutes by the chairman of the Michigan Parole Board, who wanted to know everything that Rick knew about all the crimes he committed as a teenager in Detroit, what he plans to do if they release him for work and for living situations. So it was an intense interview, but we're told it went well. Take a listen. For 45 minutes inside Oaks Correctional Facility, Rick Wojtwerski answered questions from the chairman of the Michigan Parole Board.
The way that Rick handled himself, he was very calm. He answered the questions appropriately, factually. And I just thought it was a good interview. It was very positive.
Wojtwerski explained the devastation drugs create and apologized for selling cocaine as a 16 and 17-year-old teenager in Detroit.
He wanted to know about Rick's involvement in the drug trade, how long he was involved, how much money he made off of it, how he was arrested, the facts and circumstances surrounding that.
And Wojtwerski promised if released, he would not go back to a life of crime, explaining that he has job offers and a place to live once out.
He's got a good support system on the outside. He's got job offers. He has offers of housing. So that's not going to be a problem.
Wojtwerski hopes his answers will lead to a public hearing in front of the full parole board and ultimately his release from prison, where he's been behind bars for over 29 years.
Now, he's doing well. He's doing as well as anybody can, having spent almost 30 years of his life in prison.
And Werschy will have to wait a little bit, about 3 to 4 weeks, to find out if he's going to get that public hearing in front of the full board. If he does get that hearing, that's when it will be decided if he is released or not. We'll have much more coming up today at 5 o'clock on Local 4. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Alrighty, Kevin, thank you. 2 Warren residents accused of delivering a deadly dose of heroin to their teenage neighbor were back in court today. You're looking at 55-year-old Donald McCoy and 40-year-old Leslie Metcalf, who are both charged with 1 count of delivering a controlled substance causing death. Now, today they appeared in court where they waived their preliminary exam, and if convicted, they could face life in prison. Well, luckily, there's not much to worry about in the weather department for us here in Metro Detroit. Unfortunately, thousands of people in California can't say the same. Brandon Root tracking all this for us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Evrod. This is something that's been happening for several days now. We've been following this. 190,000 people have been forced to evacuate from their homes as crews are working overtime in the city of Oroville to make sure that the nation's largest dam doesn't collapse. The problem is with the dam's spillway. It's already seriously damaged. That takes high water in the reservoir and spills it out so that the reservoir can hold the water and that the dam is not stressed. But the overflow of water could cause massive flooding in the area. At this point, it's unclear exactly what the outcome will be, and the governor knows they've got a big job ahead of them.
Things can fail, and whether it's levees or dams or bridges, we've got a lot of work to do.
And there is a little bit of rain in the forecast this afternoon, but I was looking at the computer model data. It looks like a heavy amount of rain and snow headed to Northern California, right where that Oroville Dam area is, on Thursday into Friday. So this is something they need to get going with sooner than later. Whew. Man, again, we just sort of thank our lucky stars when you think about where our winter has been, bottled up in the West Coast because of the Sierra Nevadas just squeezing out all of the moisture as it comes on shore. So we've got dry skies here. 42 degrees right now in Oakland County at Pontiac, Howells at 42, 45 in Ann Arbor, 44 at Metro Airport. We've got these west-southwest winds, 10 to 20, a little on the breezy side. Bright and breezy, we'll take that. However, it does knock the wind chill down a little bit, even though we get into these middle, maybe upper 40s in some of your neighborhoods. Close to 50, a possibility. It all depends on the timing of these high clouds. Some areas likely won't get into the upper 40s, so we sort of hedged ourselves here on this Valentine's Day. Very nice, though, through the afternoon. We are tracking this cold front up north, and it slowly sags down tonight, bringing rain and snow chances this evening, sometime around 7, 8 o'clock in our north zone, moving down into Metro Detroit 8, 9 o'clock with some rain and snow that could impact you as you're heading home from your Valentine's Day dinner. So be careful out there. We've got your 4-zone weather forecast updated and online for you as you head out the door. You can find your zone on the weather tab of clickondetroit.com. A cool down is coming, Evrod.
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. Russian lawmakers are mounting a fierce defense of President Trump's national security advisor, Michael Flynn. Matt Bradley has more on the resignation following reports that Flynn misled White House officials about his contacts with Russia.
News of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's resignation has ricocheted around the world, notably to Moscow. Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, said Flynn's departure is a, quote, internal matter that's none of Russia's business. But several Russian lawmakers faulted what they described as an atmosphere of anti-Russian paranoia in Washington and among the American media. More than one pro-Putin senator said Flynn had been made a casualty of those who want to see conflicts between the U.S. and Russia. Alexei Pushkov, a prominent pro-Putin senator, said, quote, that while Flynn is leaving, the Russian problem remains in the White House. And he said that Trump himself would be the next target. Flynn's departure is really just the latest casualty of Trump's very public affinity for Russian President Vladimir Putin. During Trump's campaign, Paul Manafort, one of his top campaign officials, resigned over revelations that he had lobbied for a pro-Kremlin Ukrainian politician. But given the still swirling intrigue around Trump's relationship to Moscow, it's too early to tell whether Trump's presidency will successfully heal Moscow's rift with Washington. Back to you.
Still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, Mother Nature causing some problems for people who've set up camp to protest the Dakota pipeline. We're going to show you what they're dealing with when we come back.
Today at 4 on First at 4, two timeless love stories. First of all, an endless, enduring love, and also finding love when you think that passion muscle has long since gone away. See you today at 4 on First at 4.
And before we go to break, we want to continue to keep you updated with the breaking news out of Roseville. A live look at a police situation there. A manhunt underway after a police chase that started in Warren. The suspect in this case crashed at 11 Mile and Gratiot and then took off. And at this point, it's unclear why he ran from police, but they are looking for him. They have K9 units. They're searching for that driver after the crash. We're going to continue to keep you updated coming up in just 2 minutes.
My wife.
Welcome back, everybody, as we continue to keep you updated about a police surge that's happening in Roseville. This all started after a police chase, and right now Huron Park Elementary School is on lockdown. Here's what we know. That chase started in Warren but ended in Roseville when the driver, crashed his car at 11 Mile and Gratiot, and then just took off. And as you can see here, as we give you a live look from Sky 4, police are currently looking for the man with help from K9 units. We'll keep you updated as soon as we hear anything else. In other news, the half-brother of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is dead after getting seriously sick in Malaysia. We're going to give you a video now from an international airport in Malaysia where the brother reportedly got sick. Police describe his death as sudden and believe the illness quickly took over his body. There is an autopsy scheduled as police are investigating his death. Flooding is causing some serious problems for protesters at the Dakota Access Pipeline. Warmer weather over the last few days has caused ice in the area to melt, leaving as much as 5 inches of water in some parts of the protest camp. The water is also causing problems for cleanup crews. Fortunately, they believe the camp will still be clear of trash by the end of the month. And as crews continue to clean the area, a federal judge has denied an emergency bid to stop construction of the pipeline. The temporary restraining order was sought by Sioux Tribe members who said the pipeline could damage water used in sacred ceremonies. A federal judge ruled on the order yesterday, saying water damage couldn't happen until oil was flowing through the pipeline and that construction would continue. Still to come here at noon, we're helping anyone looking for some last-minute Valentine's Day plans, from pizza to Michigan-made chocolate and a whole lot more. We're going to tell you how you can save some money while still saying I love you. Brandon.
Lazy lovers that's what I'm calling them. Procrastinators. We've got you covered in Tasty Tuesday. Meantime, we've got 44 degrees. Some areas may flirt with 50 degrees later on, but cooler air is coming down, getting colder in the 7-day, at least for a little bit, coming up.
I'm Gene Zane.
Welcome back to Local 4 News at noon. It is 12:18 and 44 degrees outside. Beautiful sunshine, a little high cloudiness coming in. Southwest winds at 16. It only knocks the wind chill down about 7 degrees. Feels like 37. For later on this evening, we do have temperatures that are going to fall a little bit, and we will see temperatures in the middle upper 40s with high clouds increasing in the afternoon. But this evening, a little wintry mix to some snow showers coming in after 7 or 8 p.m. through maybe midnight or 1 a.m. And then after that, just scattered very light stuff overnight. Cooler air will be pouring in through the overnight. Not bitter cold stuff here, but a noticeable change for your Wednesday and Thursday. And we're going to warm it up big time for you heading into this weekend. So 27 degrees as you wake up and get going tomorrow morning. Those snow showers, again, will be very, very light through the overnight, but could get some pockets of heavier stuff later on this evening. Already starting to see some of these high clouds filling in from north to south. This is a cold front coming at us, and it will be the spark that lifts enough of this air to create more snow showers than are currently present along that front. But the timing, again, is later. And as we look at the wide shot here, the chance for severe weather still today in the deep south, across portions of Arkansas, Louisiana, the Gulf Coast region. And we mentioned Northern California, maybe a little bit of rain coming into the Oroville area where that dam problem is, but not much, and a lot of that is drifting north, so not worried about a tremendous amount of rain until late Thursday into Friday. That area is going to get hammered. Here we go with the forecast, and we'll stop it right here about 8 p.m. And notice some of these dark blues. These could be some pockets of heavy snow squalls ahead of this front, mainly north of M59 through the 8 o'clock hour, and then moving into Metro Detroit 9 o'clock, and could leave a quick coating. So we warn anybody heading out for Valentine's Day dinners, just be careful on your drive home. Tomorrow afternoon, the cool air and the breezes out of the northwest will promote a few lake effect snow showers, and same situation on Thursday, even colder. It's going to be breezy like today. It will be tomorrow and on your Thursday as well, but Friday 42 degrees. The sun is back. The weekend looks calm and clear, 50s. Weather Service even hinting at maybe a 60-degree reading or two on Saturday. All right, for your Tasty Tuesday, we have a special Valentine's Day edition. Local businesses serving up some special treats for sweethearts all day today. If you're in the mood for pizza, Tormina's is offering free heart-shaped pizzas for today only, sort of first come, first serve. So you may want to get in early on that one. Jets is also offering a Valentine's special with heart-shaped pizzas and delicious dessert bread on the menu. And Hungry Howie's offering pizza for $2.14 in honor of February 14th. On this special day. If pizza's not your thing, White Castle offering the chance to book a table, little candlelight at White Castle. Why not? Enjoy some special Valentine's Day sliders. You can head to Martha's Mackinac Island Fudge Shop in Brighton, where they're offering a free slice of fudge if you spend $10 and mention Tasty Tuesday. And we also have deals on Dave's Sweet Tooth Toffee and a new product that they have called Mitten Crate. You can find all of the Valentine's Day deals on clickondetroit.com. Just head to Scene on 4 and look for Tasty Tuesday.
Good deal. Brandon, thank you. Still to come here at noon, we're talking pig problems and this man down in Texas who made an unusual call to 911. Find out what caused him to panic coming up next.
Replay song.
And we want to get back to the breaking news that we told you about at the top of the hour out of Roseville, as we give you a live look from Sky 4 of a manhunt underway there after a police chase. And right now we're learning that Huron Park Elementary School is on lockdown because of this person who's still on the loose there. The chase started in Warren, but it did end in Roseville, where the man crashed his car right at 11 Mile and Gratiot and then took off. So police are currently looking for the man, again, an elementary school on lockdown. We'll keep you updated as we get any new information coming up a little bit later on Local 4 News First at 4. And finally, before we go, you've got to see what caused a man down in Texas to call police. Check this out.
I got a really strange thing going on here. I've got a pig wandered into my parking lot.
A pig?
A pig, yes, ma'am. Bacon on the hoof.
What?
Believe it or not, it took 5 animal control workers to corral the pig, but after a few minutes, they finally managed to wrap him.
Don't even.
No, Pigs in a blanket. No, I did it. I did it.
No.
Safely
email him. I'll send you his email if you message him on Facebook.
Safely return to an animal shelter. I'm sorry.